It's a special weather alert edition of WENY News at 11. After an average of 8 inches of snow fell on our area today, we learned how much is expected overnight and how cold it will be in the coming days. Our Candace Cole traveled around the area talking to local stores about how the weather has affected their business, and the Attorney General issues a warning for consumers dealing with this weather. Good evening, Joe.
Well, good evening. Snow showers continue to linger across the Twin Tiers, but we are expecting a gradual improvement overnight. But now the winds are starting to pick up. Complete forecast, that's coming right up.
Thanks, Joe. We are in full weather alert mode here on the night team tonight. Good evening. I'm Ben Wilcox, and WENY News at 11 starts right now.
This is WENY News at 11.
Right off the top tonight, Governor Andrew Cuomo has issued a state of emergency for all counties in the state of New York. The governor is urging people to stay off of the roads and keep indoors. And despite the state of emergency, there are no local highway closures at this time, so you may drive on local roads. We will bring you road closures from around the state in just a moment. But first, we start with Chief Meteorologist Joe Veras with this severe weather alert. Joe.
All right, thanks a lot, Ben. The entire viewing area remains under a winter storm warning this through 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Good news is that the heaviest snow is starting to pivot off towards the east as the coastal low begins to take over. You can see some darker shades of blue now down towards the New York City area. In fact, blizzard warnings in effect tonight and into tomorrow for parts of Long Island. Here in the Twin Tiers, you can see some lighter shades of blue and even the snow starting to break up over western sections, but we're still expecting another 2 inches or so, possibly, as we go through the next couple of hours. So far, average snowfall totals across our viewing area ranging from 8 to as much as a foot of snow in some of the higher elevations across the region. 7 our current temperature right now. Winds starting to pick up a bit out of the north at 7 miles an hour, driving our wind chills below zero. Currently 5 below. 6 the current temperature in Wellsboro, 7 in Corning, and 5 currently up in Penn. Also looking at very cold conditions in Erin. 3 your current temperature, and New Albany standing at 6. Our first forecast for the rest of tonight, the snow gradually winding down through the overnight period, but again the winds will begin to pick up. Temperatures in the lower single digits. A few spots may go just below that zero mark. And then for tomorrow, the big weather factor will be the blowing and drifting snow as we have these northwesterly winds gusting as high as 35 miles an hour. Best we can do for a temperature is 9. That's our 5-degree guarantee. It looks like a warm-up expected as we go through the weekend, but another winter storm could affect the region later Sunday into Monday. More on this next storm coming up in Maine weather in just a few minutes.
All right, well, many of us get to stay inside and we're warm and dry. We did have a reporter out there braving the cold. It's our very own Candace Cole, and she joins us now live with an update. Candace.
Hi, Ben. Hi, Joe. As you can see, it's still snowing out here, and I'm standing right outside of our studios here in Horseheads, where the snow is just over 5 inches. So if you haven't already, you may want to make sure you're well prepared for the coming days. It's the first snowfall of the year, and already supplies are flying off the shelves.
We are getting low on supplies right currently, hoping to get some more in for next week. But right now we have a lot of stuff that is off the shelves.
The Tractor Supply Company at Grand Central Plaza saw quite a rush, and if you haven't gotten what you need by now, time is running out.
Right now we have a few shovels, as you can see here behind me. We're out of rock salt temporarily. We do have some snow blowers, the gas ones, which seems to be the better ones. Our electric ones are out right now.
And they're not the only ones running low on supplies. I stopped by the Jubilee Foods in Horseheads to find some of their shelves thinning out as well. Staples like eggs and bread seem to be the most in demand. But if you weren't able to stock up on groceries this go-round, you can always call for a pizza. Just don't be too put off if it takes them a little while longer to get to you.
Delivery people use their own vehicle, and whatever it is they own, that's what they use. So that's why it takes a little longer. So we just do with what we can.
In Grand Central Plaza in Horseheads will be open tomorrow during their regular business hours. I believe they still have one more snow blower and a couple shovels left. Live in Horseheads, Candace Cole, WENY News.
All right, thank you, Candace. And new at 11, New York's Attorney General is warning vendors against price gouging as people stock up on supplies and snow removal services. The AG wrote to the vendors Thursday, reminding them that general business law prohibits increasing the cost of essential items and services during natural disasters or other events that disrupt the market. The Attorney General asked those who notice sharp increases in the cost of items like food, water, gas, generators, batteries, and flashlights to file a complaint with his office. He said the rule also applies to services like tree trimming and snow plowing. With the state of emergency, some major commuter highways around New York City will be shut down overnight as this storm brings blizzard-like conditions at times to the region. The governor says Interstate 84 in the Hudson Valley will be closed to commercial traffic starting at 5 p.m. and to all traffic at midnight. Locally, we have no reports of any snow-related road closures. And you are, of course, urged not to drive in these conditions, but oftentimes you simply do not have a choice. So we wanted to once again pass along some driving tips. First, do not use your cruise control, especially on icy or snow-covered roads. The momentum the car gets in cruise control mode can cause you to lose control. Do not pass a plow. They might be spitting road salt at your car and going slow, but they have limited visibility in the cab of the truck, and the road in front of them is oftentimes untreated and possibly even more dangerous. Be careful with your four-wheel drive vehicle. You can still lose control while in four-wheel drive. Its purpose is to help you get through the road, not go faster. And lastly, if you feel you are skidding while braking, slowly ease off the brake and slowly reapply pressure to the brake pedal. Hope that helps you. The city of Elmira is asking residents to help out snowplows by getting their cars off the streets. Free parking is available in the Centertown parking garage now through 5 p.m. tomorrow. People who have driveways are asked to park in them, and all other parking regulations remain in effect. The city also reminds people not to shovel snow into the streets. And a snow emergency isn't